All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to CAGcast episode number 709. I'm your host, GPD, here in Long Island, New York. And as always, we're joined by a man who can't know how to hear any more about tables, Wombat.
Tables.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, it's a big show. It's our last show of the year. It's our favorite games of 2021.
So many games.
Is it?
No.
How many did you write down?
5.
Okay.
That's what I wrote.
That's what I wrote down too.
Cool.
Hey.
Good. We're all on the same page.
I had
I didn't know if you had different categories this time, Wombat.
I have 12.
12 categories.
12 categories, 3 games per category.
It was
So
not
36 games total.
as difficult as picking out the favorite TV and movies of 2021.
No, it was not the same.
My list was shorter. I just thought of an honorable mention, though, which I'm going to write down right now. But then now I'm done. So, what's been going on?
Not much.
Tables?
Tables. I saw Sabrina had her theater thing last week.
Right.
She does this play thing, and she was in Alice in Wonderland, and she had 4 parts and 4 performances. So I guess that's 16 performances total, I guess, if you do the math. But it was at some theater all the way out in the middle. Yeah. And it was 2 hours long, and it was a play, and it was Alice in Wonderland, which means no singing, and all the kids wore masks. So it was 2 hours of Alice.
I know.
Alice.
We did that in October.
Yeah, and Sabrina did great.
Were your parents there?
My parents went to the Saturday afternoon show.
They really couldn't hear anything.
No, I went to the Friday night and the Sunday afternoon show. My wife went to those 2 as well as the Saturday night show.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a lot.
When we went to Ty's, I knew, like, as soon as it started, I was like, oh, man, my dad is not going to hear it. Not even 2% of this he's going to understand. Because I could barely hear it, and my hearing's not great, but it's a lot better than my dad's.
The difference with a girl is all my mother cared about was that Sabrina looked amazing. Sabrina looks amazing. That's all that matters. Like, is it? Yes. All right.
Except for her mouth, which we don't know.
Yeah, we don't know.
She could be sticking her tongue out the whole time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Anything going on over there, Ship? Nothing to do in Cincinnati, I know, so.
Yeah, that's fine. That's how the Bengals stay
Relevant.
out of the COVID protocol. Right. This is going to be our year.
Are they not sick? Is everybody else
all
sick?
The teams just losing everybody. What?
They're not sick?
Not yet. I mean, I assume it's going to hit all of the NFL teams at some point.
And everybody else.
Well, yeah, but mainly the NFL teams.
I wasn't feeling well yesterday, but I don't think it's COVID. I think it was like a stomach thing.
That's been going around too.
Oh, that makes sense. Yeah.
Mhm.
I was tired, and I was like, oh.
Yeah.
But then I was like, thought maybe it's not a good idea to go to the gym this week anyway. Probably like maybe good time to take a break. Well, all the germs are flying around. And there'll be more people there too, because there's more assholes like off work.
Do you have your fancy rowing machine still?
I do. It's right there. Look, I'm pointing at it.
You could do some fancy rows.
I did.
Instead.
I could. I cleaned up the area too. I finally put the room back together after the flood from 3 months ago.
Yeah, my son had his ninja training gymnastics class today, and usually it's 8 kids, and there was only 2 because everyone is combo holiday / afraid to go. So.
Right.
He had a nice private lesson.
You get extra nunchucks time?
He gets extra training. So I don't know. Whatever.
When we lived in Japan.
What's he working on? The little stick thing where he moves up?
They're not they haven't started the salmon ladder yet, but I keep asking.
I like that you know the name of that.
Yeah, it's called the salmon ladder.
How do you know that?
That's correct. He's
Because I
watched a lot of
watched
American Ninja Warrior.
Mm-hmm. We actually installed a pull-up bar on one of the doorways in the house for the kids to practice on.
The kids?
What's your record?
My record is 0.
The kids? Why the kids?
Could you do a pull-up, GB?
Of course.
I'm asking. I don't know.
Yeah, I fucking better be able to do a pull-up. Spending all this money at Orange Theory.
You said so like you do them regularly.
I don't do them regularly, but we go to the park here and they have the pull-up bars. So whenever we go, I try to see how many I could do. I can't do that many, but I could do a couple. Okay. I could do them either way, but not that many. It's hard when you weigh a lot. And I think your arms are long too. It's probably not helping.
Well, yeah, that's my problem. Long arms.
Long arms.
Mm-hmm.
But no, they don't have a pull-up bar at Orange Theory. But it is hard. So you should do it.
Okay, I'll keep working on it.
Every day. Why don't you stream it on Twitch? And then I feel like you could get a lot of donos.
I'm okay.
Like if you could get one, I don't know, like the road to one, you could call it. One pull-up. It would be good.
I'm afraid I'm going to rip the doorway out.
Yes, I would be afraid of that too if I did.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
Yeah.
What else we got here? Did I ask you what you're up to, Ship? I forget.
Yeah, you did. I don't have much of anything going on currently, I don't think.
Any big plans for the holidays? Anybody going anywhere or doing anything or just hunkering down?
We're all local.
Local.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll go up to the cabin for New Year's, I think.
Does Santa know where the cabin is, or do you have to like write him a letter?
Santa doesn't come on New Year's. I know.
Oh, I thought you. Oh, yeah. So you won't be there for Christmas.
Yeah.
What do you mean
That's
you don't
right.
have Santa
It's
come
okay.
over for New Year's?
You're Jewish.
What kind of jerk? You let him give you presents and you don't invite him to New Year's?
But yeah, I don't know. I mean, we went and saw a movie, but we'll talk about that here in a little while.
In a little bit.
Uh-oh. I hope it didn't give you COVID. Like some other well-known internet video game talking guy.
There wasn't that many people in the theater, and they were spaced out pretty well.
Right.
So I feel pretty comfortable with it.
Interesting. All right. Talk about Spider-Man later. I didn't see Spider-Man, so I'll just cover my ears and yell while you talk.
Perfect.
Yeah, nah, 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 nah.
I'll get a coffee. Another coffee. All right, let's do some show feedback because we don't want to stall too long before we get to our favorite games of 2021.
Sure. I mean, there was a lot of talk last week about mattresses.
Really?
Cthulhu 8, you had
Mattresses or toenail
When
clippings?
isn't there it?
both.
Okay.
So this episode, I learned more about CAG podcast toenail clipping habits than I ever wished to know. Clipping toenails into the toilet is kind of odd, but clipping them on your bed is just wrong. You know, no one in my house has ever complained before, but I guess if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I don't know.
They may not know any better. They watched you. They learned it from watching you, Dad.
I don't think my wife has learned that from watching me.
She may have learned it through osmosis at this point.
Is that what it is?
Mhm.
Yeah. Okay. The mattress is doing well, by the way.
Yes, good bounce.
Yeah, it's good bounce. Yes. And
Can you reach
I'll
it?
say
You don't have to climb up too high to get in.
I don't have to, yeah, I bought a step ladder so I could get onto it.
Good.
And this is what I'll say. The first 3 nights, there was part of it. It's like, did I make a huge mistake with this mattress? And then Friday night, after Sabrina's first performance, that 2-hour show,
Put you right to sleep.
which was 40 minutes away from home. So we had this long drive at 10 o'clock at night. We get home, it's like 10:45, and it was a work day. And we were so exhausted. And I laid in that bed, and it kind of like, you in, because it's that sort of the memory foam on the top first. And I was like, yeah, this is the greatest mattress that's ever been invented. And I slept like a lump that night. And ever since then, it's been
You just channel that show.
and then
You think about the show. Like when I can't sleep, I think about ping pong. I think about like just the ball going over the net or spinning. Like
That doesn't stress you out?
Yeah, that would stress me
no, because
out.
it's not like I'm playing a match. It's just like I'm watching somebody play, or it's just the watching. It's not like, yeah, it doesn't stress me out. I don't think about like playing in a tournament or anything like that, or league or anything. I just think about the spin of the ball. It's relaxing. You can see that. I don't even know that I think about like the people. I think it's maybe just the ball and the paddles and just floating like an iPhone game, like an iPhone ping pong game.
Like an indie one. This is sounding very indie.
I don't know
Right
that well, there's only, one AAA ping pong game that I know of. Rockstar Table Tennis.
Mm-hmm. I'm familiar with it.
Right. That's it. Anyway, let's do some show feedback.
We already did one. We're doing the second one now.
I could talk more about ping pong if you want.
That's okay. Metallicaholic, a Metallicaholic? I don't know. There's actually another seat in a UPS truck. GP was asking about this last week. It's just a jump seat that folds up, and it's not usually occupied. I worked for UPS during Christmas one year and sat in the seat. So there you go. There are helpers that help out during the season.
Elves.
And they have little foldy seats on a UPS truck.
We're learning so much on this show, everybody. Every week.
This show's about learning and growing as people. I know a lot of people don't understand that. They're like, where's the games? Like, the games come with growth.
Right. You need to learn about what's inside a UPS truck.
Yeah.
It's important.
We need to learn about what's inside of all of us.
The music.
I got the music in me.
All right. Let's do some watch this, everyone.
Yeah.